Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's game, passing may come at a cost. The Texans are top 10 in forcing interceptions, and they'll be up against the Jaguars, who will be testing that coverage.
Larry, they broke ground on this place in the year 2000, opened it in August of 2002, and it's been the home of this franchise ever since. Welcome to NRG Stadium in Houston. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Houston Texans. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Go, go, go! Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45.
The first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. To Fournette, now it's Bortles to throw. And he floated one out there incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. From the gun, it's Bortles. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Oh, and now he bowls him over. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Brad Nortman on to punt it away. This is taken at the 18. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
Prescott off play action. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. On the handoff, this is Ferguson. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 4th down. on is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Muscles him off. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop the jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Now Leonard Fournette, and he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Throwing is Bortles. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lee. And the ball is knocked out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So the offense has it 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Fournette. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Shotgun now for Bortles. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. Now a first carry for T.J. Yeldon. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
1st and goal from the 5. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Now they'll throw it. Bortles. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out there, a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to look deep, and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. A big 3rd down play there for the Jags. And even 50 yards. A great grab by the electric Odell Beckham Jr.
And yes, his career is always going to be defined by that incredible one-handed catch that he made against Dallas. But let's face it, this guy makes those types of catches as well as the so-called routine catches. That's why he's one of the best receivers. His ability, even when covered well, to go up and get the football.
So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Fournette. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
inside the red zone, and that means don't come away from there with anything less than 3 points, but everyone's thinking about 6. They're trying to get to the end zone. They decide to run a toss. Big people up front being mobile and moving, and a running back trying to follow behind them to find yardage, and that's exactly what he did.
Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. So 4th down coming up. John Harbaugh will send on the field goal unit. And Lambeau will put this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good snap, good hold, and that one's right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, Brandon.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They start out with a run by Ferguson. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, they certainly got dented with that first down run. So now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Diggs in motion left. Right back to Ferguson. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. Offense just a yard away from the line they need to gain. 3rd down. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback.
Hey, 4th and inches. Why let your quarterback try and sneak for it? Give it to the guy who's born to fight for those tough yards. It's a fullback dive, and he just makes sure he secures the football and then plows forward to pick up the first down.
Play action now. Prescott. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Going for the deep ball. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A good pickup there at 22. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. First down, Prescott finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a second down. Prescott urging his guys to go quickly. They need to get up and set. They'll throw again. Prescott. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Defense showing blitz. On 1st and 10, Prescott. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Marty looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
That's fielded in the end zone. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On play action, now Bortles. Buying time to his left, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Tim Williams, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now a play fake. Bortles. He's going to fire one deep, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Jags grab it, and they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. Lambo on for the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Off the play fake, Prescott on the move to his left. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
A second down carry for Ferguson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Play fake. Here's Prescott. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Texans are in for 6.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead. And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two. Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time. How many plays do you script coming out of the second? Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution. Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. To throw, it's Bortles. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's caught at the 25. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 55 yards. We just saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught. They start to creep up a little bit, and that's when you can hit them big over the top. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Yeldon. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
The Jaguars on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Here's Bortles to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
And Lambeau will put this one through, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
And that'll set him back 5. On play action, Prescott sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to throw deep and got his man complete. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. A big-time play there for the Texans. And even 40 yards. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Prescott on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Little motion now from the tight end. Prescott now on 2nd down. And the pressure gets to him again.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Throwing, Prescott. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Marcel Darius in there to drop him yet again, and he must be shell-shocked back there. That's now back-to-back-to-back sacks, and it's 4th down. Back now here on EA Sports, and we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. The Texans send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. Here's Ginn. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They fake the handoff. Now Bortles. He's going to rifle one deep left. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. And give him a gain of 37. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Second down following the run. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Again, it's Fournette. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Bortles. Caught on the left side by Ginn. First down carry now for Yeldon. He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power. That gives him a nice pickup. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. In the red zone this time. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Oh, a design run for their wideout. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
You got to be ready for anything when you play defense against this head coach. That is not something you'd expect to see here in the red zone, but it winds up getting them a few yards.
And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. And it's a Jacksonville touchdown. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And here comes the Texans now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
He'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move there couldn't buy him much space. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on second down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Marcel Darius in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Hopkins, the man in motion right. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Back to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. He's back to throw. Left side caught by Diggs. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got some space here. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. So they're operating in the red zone. They'll hand it off to Ferguson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. Now Prescott. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's able to find Diggs. And now we won't see him play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. Here's Prescott. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. And this seemingly endless drive continues. They'll try and run down here with Ferguson. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Offense looks to punch it in here from the 1 on. And he's in for the touchdown with a clock reading triple zeros. And the extra point, if they hit it, will send this thing to overtime.
Well, there's no doubt they just seized the momentum with that one. They can go ahead and kick the extra point here and ride that home wave on into overtime. And
here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Jaguars getting set to go. They're set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. A costly mistake here at OT.
And you know what they say when you throw an interception like that in overtime? You don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. Diggs in motion left. On first down, Ferguson. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Running again, and again it's Ferguson. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Prescott down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
Second down, Prescott. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs. A little dinking and dunking that they're doing. At some point, is it appropriate to maybe take a shot?
It is, if you feel good about it. But otherwise, you do what a coach told me a long time ago. Take what they give you, but make them tackle. In other words, get it to one of your guys in space. If he makes someone miss, that could turn into the big play you're looking for.
Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A good pickup there of 20 yards. 2 minutes to go here in overtime. We'll be back after this. Fresh set of downs here. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. First down, Prescott. He's going to lead this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it a second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. To throw is Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position to win the game. The stats, that's for the fantasy guys. I know they're enjoying that show.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And they'll get him down right about the 20. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And that carry probably not so much for yardage, just to get the spot that you want to kick the field goal.
In any yardage game, there's really kind of gravy. And this just becomes what my old coach used to say. Get into position to be in position. And that's what they want, the right spot for their kicker to line up the field goal.
On the carry, it's Ferguson. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. We thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.